Trump, who just got done doing 50 perfect standing back tucks, 50 for each state that now has religious freedom, thanks to President Trump unveiling a plan to bring religious freedom and prayer back into public schools, which is exactly what the American people voted for when they brought him back into office overwhelmingly. As we continue to win across the country, the Supreme Court gave us the go-ahead to continue ICE raids in Los Angeles, which is exactly what it means in Spanish. Do you know this? That Los Angeles actually means there's a lot of immigrants here. Did you know that? And they're illegal. That's the actual translation of that in Spanish. And that's exactly what Gavin Newsom should be focused on, but no, he's focused on making deeply unfunny memes, looking at himself in the mirror. Hello, it's not gonna work, okay? You're no one's type, you're way too young. Ugh. Okay? And also, he's doing a lot of performative pipsquealing. You're never gonna be president, dude. Okay, it's never gonna happen, okay, Newsom? Focus on cleaning up the streets, accept the help from President Donald J. Trump while it's still out there, okay? And clean up the streets and clean up the criminals like Albrego Santa Monica. Sure.
Does the president have a response to the Epstein drawing birthday card that was released today?
I'm actually glad you brought that up, because that hatchet job of an article from the Wall Street Journal, it's a disgusting piece of fake news, and it's exactly what proves our point that we've been saying all along, is that President Donald J. Trump had nothing to do with this. That drawing was not made by him, and he did not sign that birthday card. He did not sign that letter, and anybody who says otherwise is fake news. This is a Democrat hoax, and I expect that from the Washington Post. And Caitlyn, obviously, you guys are all in this together, but no, you disgust me, and I really wish that you would get your act together, but no, there's the person that wrote the article, what's his name? Joe Palazzolo? What is he, related to Zamdami? Communist, I'm sure.
Does the White House have an official statement on what Speaker Johnson said about President Trump being an FBI informant?
Okay,
and then you walked it back?
I will not get ahead of the speaker. I don't speak for the speaker. Speaker Johnson, if he spoke for himself, he's speaking for himself, but I do speak for the president, and the president asked me to make sure that I say that the most important thing right now is getting rid of cashless bail. Because of cashless bail, do you know why there's so much crime on these streets? There was a young Ukrainian, a beautiful blonde woman that was unalived by somebody that had used cashless bail 14 times because of Joe Biden. Joe Biden, Barack Hussein Obama, Kamala Harris, and President Donald J. Trump, all he wants to do is to make sure that all these criminals stay off the streets, much like he did with the Sticky Bandits in Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. President Trump is committed to keeping the streets of America safe, and that's on America first.